Keep it in moderation. I'm not telling you to drown in a pool of aspartame. I'm just giving you the facts that it is not as bad as people actually portray it to be. Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel Zealocity, and in today's video I'm going to be going over Luke Coutinho. I hope that I'm pronouncing that right. So Luke is a well-known nutritionist and health coach, holistic approach towards health and nutrition. He's like one of the most famous and most well-known nutritionists in India, and that is very commendable. That's very respectable. I'm sure there's nobody in the country that does not respect Luke, including me. I do respect Luke a lot. In fact, I used to follow him a lot when I was in my early stages of being the nutritionist and getting my own certifications and learning more about nutrition. So anyway, Luke made a post on Instagram in which he actually said that diet sodas, as in Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi, all these diet drinks that you have, 0-calorie diet drinks, they're actually doing more bad than good, and why you should not have them. So I'm going to be going over that post, and I'm going to break down everything word by word, what he means and what actual evidence says. Okay, if you can see on the screen, he basically made a post. Here's what's happening in your body when you consume the good for weight, low calorie, projected, zero sugar aerated drinks sweetened with aspartame. So alright, number one thing that you need to know is aspartame is a type of sweetener. Okay, so there are these are basically called NNS, if you say non-nutritive sweeteners or 0-calorie sweeteners. There are lots of non-nutritive and 0-calorie sweeteners. One is aspartame, acesulfame potassium, there's saccharin, there's sucralose, there's stevia. Stevia is also a plant-based derivative of plant-derived 0-calorie sweetener. Anyway, so aspartame is one type of a 0-calorie sweetener, a non-nutritive sweetener, and that's what he means. Okay, here's what is happening when you consume the aspartame loaded drink. Okay, now when aspartame digests in your body, it breaks down into two amino acids, phenylalanine and aspartic acid. Basically, phenylalanine and aspartic acid or aspartate are amino acids, and the chain of amino acids is basically a protein. So what you eat, like eggs, chicken, the protein in that consists phenylalanine, methionine, valine, isoleucine, leucine, etc. All these amino acids in a chain, and that's like a different chain for every different protein source that you get, like chicken, whey protein, etc. And that's what constitutes amino acids, are the building blocks of protein. Okay, and methanol. Now methanol is a wood alcohol, a known poison. Okay, the thing that you saw now, the methanol, what he's trying to say is that is what can actually cause cancer because it's poisonous and it's toxic and it can be carcinogenic. Well, I'm actually gonna show some studies to back up the claim that it does not cause any toxic effects in the body, so especially not cancer. It's definitely not carcinogenic. Okay, so I have the studies. I'm going to show it to you shortly. Now the third slide says phenylalanine, basically the amino acid that he's talking about, it blocks the production of serotonin. Now serotonin is basically a neurotransmitter that helps control food cravings and mood. Now you have a shortage of serotonin and your brain screams for more food that supplies more of this chemical, and that would be sugar, carbs. Well, what he essentially means here is that so phenylalanine is basically an amino acid which blocks the production of serotonin. That can actually make you crave more food, may crave more sugar, as in it can, if you have the aspartame, it's going to be converted into phenylalanine, and that in turn is going to block the production of serotonin, which doesn't make you feel nice and actually makes you crave for the unhealthy and the high in sugar stuff. I'm going to give you a very good explanation on this. Okay, now the fourth slide says to save a few calories, your diet drink is actually going to make you eat and crave more of the wrong stuff. If you must consume aerated drinks, do the normal one, not the zero sugar, although you shouldn't be having any. Well, I'm glad he said the last line, although you shouldn't be having any. Well, you could have the zero sugar ones, okay? Because the last line that he said is kind of misleading. And I mean, no disrespect to Luke, he's a great guy. I don't want to be the one that sounds like a douchebag in every video, calling everybody a jerk and calling the fitness industry out. Well, I'm not jealous of them. I'm concerned for the general public, and that is why I'm telling you this is kind of misleading. This is basically called fear mongering. Fear mongering matlab representation of something in a devilish way, in a bad way, and that makes you feel that, wow, okay, that's very scary. I'm going to represent the facts. Now let's go by the studies one by one. Okay, the number one study that I want to present to you is the artificial sweeteners as sugar substitute. Are they really safe? Okay, so in this study you can see the conclusion. Non-nutritive sweeteners are found in a variety of products around us. The use has been controversial, blah blah blah. They are used by obese, lean, diabetics, non-diabetics, and fitness community, etc., etc. Increased health awareness have led to widespread use. Now, if you've seen, however, many of their purported beneficial effects remain invalidated in large clinical studies. Totally agree. I do not think that anybody in their right sense is asking you to have these zero calorie sweeteners for their health benefits. There are no health benefits for them. It's just that they help you cut down calories, unnecessary calories that you would otherwise get from sugar. So you're cutting down a lot of extra calories that you would get from sugar, and you're taking something which is zero in sugar, zero in calories. So there's no health benefit. It's not going to like cut out your fat magically. It's just that it helps you stay in a calorie deficit easier. The other thing it says that and some recent evidence also questions these previously established benefits. Well, okay, there's no loss, there's no gain with zero calorie sweeteners. The only gain I can see is that it helps you stay in a calorie deficit easier. It helps you save up a lot of calories that you would otherwise get from sugar, and that's pretty much it. I do not think that any smart person would ever tell you that artificial sweeteners are magically healthier and they have different sorts of ajeebo-gareeb health benefits. Nope. Okay. Furthermore, this study doesn't show anything wrong about it. So it's pretty much just that there are no benefits to it, and they haven't even told anything about the side effects or adverse effects. So, well, you know what to make of this. And I have another very interesting study, very informative and very convincing study. And this really proves, like, it has done the study on so many artificial sweeteners: acesulfame, potassium, alletane, aspartame, saccharin, cyclamate, neotame, sucralose. Okay, so many of these artificial sweeteners that they've conducted the study on. So if you really want to read the entire study, you can just see the link in the description, and you will, it's up to you what to make of this. I'm going to give you the study. Literally, you can do your research and make note of it if you really want to use it or not. But here's literally the study about aspartame, and it shows, and I'm reading this quote by quote, okay? Aspartame is completely broken down by the body to its components, amino acids, aspartic acid, phenylalanine, and a small amount of ethanol. No denying that for sure. Like, if you see down, there's a lot of research done on aspartame, but overall, the national experts have not identified any new evidence regarding the safety of aspartame. The current weight of evidence is that aspartame is safe at current levels of consumption as a non-nutritive sweetener. As you can see, it's clearly safe at the dosages that people are taking it in. So I don't find any problem here as such. Now, there's one more line here which says that a number of studies focused on the effects of aspartame on appetite, hunger, and food intake, as it has been suggested that aspartame may have modulating effects on these body responses. National experts have noted that there is little to no substantive data suggesting that aspartame affects appetite, hunger, and food intake. And see, like, this is literally the study. Like, I am not saying this. The PhDs, the scientists doing this research are saying this. Okay, it's my duty to actually call out the fear mongering and help you stay smart and understand the right evidence-based information. And I know that people might think that I hate Luke for this, but it's not the case. It's simply the fact. Now, with this, it's clear that aspartame does not cause these potential health hazards, create this havoc in the body as most people would claim, as Luke is claiming. There's a lot of fear mongering in the fitness community, in the nutrition community in India, in the overall world, I would say. People are going all crazy about all sorts of stuff. This is bad, that is bad, ye kharab hai, wo kharab hai. वैसे, there will be nothing left in the world if you actually keep pinpointing everything as bad or good, okay? Keep it in moderation. I'm not telling you to drown in a pool of aspartame. I'm just giving you the facts that it is not as bad as people actually portray it to be. I don't want any misunderstanding to happen. This is just that I am trying to portray the right science to you, to the general public. Okay, as you can see for sucralose as well, the study shows about sucralose. Sucralose is another type of zero calorie sweetener, and in this study it also shows that sucralose is considered safe for all segments of the population, including people with chronic health problems such as diabetes. Sucralose was administered at a dose approximately 3 times the maximum estimated daily intake and showed no adverse effects on any measure of blood glucose control. So here the studies are very clearly showing 0 calorie, 0 sugar sweeteners are absolutely fine in normal moderate doses. There are no potential health hazards as such as most people would portray and claim. Any claim that would say that, well, artificial sweeteners cause cancer is going to be outrageous and super fear mongering and super misinformed. There is literally no proper evidence to support the claim that these non-nutritive and 0 calorie sweeteners are actually bad for you, especially the aspartame and sucralose that are widely used in the 0 sugar, 0 calorie products. As you can see, the sugar-free Natura and the 0 sugar Coke and all the soda, diet soda, and etc, etc, etc. As long as you have it in moderation as in 1 to 2 cans a day is absolutely fine. That is what I recommend. If you're having diet soda 1 or 2 cans a day, it's completely fine. You don't have to stress too much, okay? And it's definitely, obviously not better to have the sugar-loaded drinks. So when Luke says that it's better to have the sugar-loaded drink than the non-sugar-loaded 0 calorie drink, that is actually weird. I wouldn't really support that theory, okay? And neither does the evidence. Even the evidence does not support that theory, okay? It's obviously better to have the 0 calorie drink, not the sugar-loaded drink, okay? So that's actually misleading and fear-mongering advice. And here again, I'm not disrespecting Luke, okay? Well, coming back to the claim that aspartame or the 0 calorie drinks can actually make you more hungry and crave more sugar. Well, most of these 0 calorie drinks also contain caffeine, and caffeine has been proven to suppress appetite and make you less hungry. So even if the aspartame was actually making you more hungry, the caffeine is going to negate that and make you like less hungry. So it's going to be balanced out. So you don't have to worry too much about it. So I hope this video actually makes sense to you. This is just so that I help you staying in the right track. I really want you to be informed of the right evidence-based information and not be a victim of fear-mongering. Let it be anyone in the world. Let it be me, myself, telling you something which is in a fear-mongering way. If I tell you that, well, this keto diet is going to cause kidney problems, you should actually question me why. And go do your own research, okay? Please understand that this, even Luke or me or nobody in the world is God, right? Nobody is God. So you shouldn't be taking anyone's advice as the holy grail without doing your own research. Get to know the real science about stuff. Do not blindly follow anybody. And that is why I'm telling you, do not even blindly follow me. Go do your research. I have literally put out the research in the description. Go do your individual research as well. And if you find anything against my research, then obviously I would love to have a look at that and maybe give a review on that as well. So be informed, follow the evidence-based data, because that's what is more reliable rather than someone just making outrageous claims. And again, don't take this wrong, okay? If I'm telling you that what Luke is saying is not right, that does not mean he's a bad person and I hate him for life. It is just I'm giving you very fact-based information to correct what he's saying so that you be informed and make informed, smart choices. All right, so this is the end of the video. I hope you actually liked this video. If you did, please like the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And this is my Instagram. You can head over to my Instagram for my coaching and video consultations. I would love to help you, and I will see you in the next video.